Hello friends, today we're creating a video making a cat puppet. Any kind of kitty cat will do, and I hope that you tie it into your literacy standards like Pete the Cat or other different cats that inspire you, books that inspire you. So this is a puppet, so you can then play with it, play with your team. Your team captain can assign roles, and you can make different puppets depending on your inspiration. You can adapt this to create different characters. Today, we're going to create a tail also, and you can learn how to also do a simple braiding here. I'll show you how to do that. You're gonna glue in some fur. This is a glow in the dark, so some students will add some glow in the dark elements for our glow in the dark room. This tape is the glow in the dark tape. It's bright yellow, but the camera is not showing. So let's get started. We're recycling, and which is really awesome. It's environmental art. So recycling is really awesome because it keeps these items out of field, and we have lots of fun, and we don't have to spend money on supplies. So it's a really great way to do art. It's from stuff that you already have around the house. So all you're gonna do, start with a toilet paper roll, push down this way and create a little indentation this way, and then push down that way, and this is gonna be the ears of the cat. So from both sides, we're gonna indent a little bit, and then we push hard and kind of iron it back. This is where you can slide your hair later, okay? Like this. And then now we're gonna just draw our cat. This is a different one, a gold cat, but this could be cat in the boots from the famous fairy tale, cat in the boots. But this one is gonna be Pete the Cat. So I'm gonna use some blue and yellow accents for Pete the Cat with his yellow trench coat, raincoat. So let's start that. So Pete the Cat has big eyes. So I'm going to create big eyes for Pete the Cat. And on the other side, nice big eyes with my markers. You can use pencil. He has very simple face, okay? Pretty much that's it, and he's got really long whiskers. Very nice and simple face. The ears are already in there. Also, if you like, you can use pastels, oil pastels instead of crayons. They cover a little bit better. So Pete the Cat is blue. So we're gonna color him up nicely. And this shows you how you can be quick about it. Also, it goes pretty quick, but if you want to take your time and blend and do different colors, blue, dark blue, light blue, and really blend and really focus on textures, you can also do that too. It would really bring a second dimension. Sort of like here, like a little more texture, fur texture. You see all that fur? And texture can be created by darker shades of pastels. And I'm gonna color my ears. This is all blue. Okay. This is a crayon. I'll show you how crayon works. Crayon works well too. It's just a different shade of blue. Okay. And for some texture, you can use another color. So once you're happy with your drawing, what you're going to do is you can also use some tape before we're gonna put this awesome little yarn that makes it kind of soft to touch for your puppet. So Pete the Cat has yellow coat. I'm gonna give him a yellow tape. I'm gonna tape him up because it's nice and quick and we don't need to use a glue. So I'm just gonna overlap, and there you go, voila. So if you have a pretty white, bright yellow yarn, use that. We ran out, and so all I have is a little darker yellow, but it works just as well. So I'm gonna start wrapping on top of my yellow to create some texture and some softness to my awesome puppet. Okay, hand puppet, finger puppet. I think it's more like a finger puppet. And then, as you can see, you're gonna tie a knot. So I'm gonna flip my cat over, and you're gonna color this part too. And I'm gonna tie a nice knot. And this is gonna be the start of a super awesome tail. So I am going to tie another knot. And there we go, that's the start. Now I'm gonna create some accent. This one is to make it fluorescent. And also it's kind of like a plastic yarn, so I could just pull it off like that. I'm gonna tie it tightly here for an accent. Maybe maybe it can be his little, what is it called? I'm thinking, I can't think of the word. Shawl, his little shawl. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it, and the shawl becomes now, it becomes a tail. Once I tie a nice knot twice, I'm gonna take that extra yarn I had here, and I'm gonna learn how to braid. So to braid, I am going to put one under and one over. Pull it to the side again, one under, one over. I'll put this one over, and I'll try one more time. Over this one, and over this one, and try a couple of times until the braiding becomes, you're just going one over, just keep going over like this, and it should work out. Okay, so I'm basically taking this strand, going over here, taking this one over that way, okay? And then when you're happy with the length of your tail and it's braided, all you're gonna do with the leftovers here, you're gonna tie a knot first, and the left you can actually wrap around like I did here a couple of times. So you can wrap it around. I'll tie 2 knots just so it stays. And now I'm going to wrap it around. Or another idea is you could put a piece of tape. So if you have a little piece of tape to secure it, you can take a little piece of tape. It's going to give it a different color. And you can wrap that piece of tape over to secure your knot in place. And give it a little different color, an accent. So I'm smooshing it like this, nice and tight. I'm gonna finish coloring my back. Now I have my tail. I've got my Pete the Cat. I've gotta push this down. Now I have 2 characters for my play. I've got my Pete the Cat character with his yellow trench coat, and I can draw some buttons on this tape because he's got like some nice buttons. 1, 2, 3. I can add any accents like eyelashes or pink nose, anything I like to do, even notes somewhere. One last thing I didn't show you is how we add the little hair. You can use this one, or you can use just a little bit of yarn. This time I'm gonna show you yarn. So we're gonna wrap it around a couple of times on the fingers. And now I'm gonna pull it out like this and cut it on one side. Do you see how many little frays I made? And they're all connected through this loop that I was holding, right? So now I'm gonna tuck it under and put some glue. So all I do is get some glue like this. And if you did what just happened to me, it got caught and my loop got undone, just put them like this in the middle. Again, if you lost it or dropped it, hold it by the middle there, all the strands, and fold them a little bit. And when you put your glue, secure it like this and flip it on top. It's gonna hold it until it dries. So it gives Pete the Cat a little bit of fluffy hair on top. Okay, so now we have two characters for our puppet play. How the Pete the Cat met the cat in the boots. And you can start playing with your neighbor and give each puppet a name and create a little play. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in our next class, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye for now. Now is your turn.